Designer brand name are made for the rich, but are sold mostly to the people that wants to look rich. Every single time when I go to the mall, the line at the Gucci and the Louis Vuitton is so long, and I can guarantee you that 99% of the people that are in that line are living paycheck to paycheck. They can't even afford to buy their purse. They put it on their credit card. Now, if they do end up buying the purse cash, it'll probably put their bank account to zero. If that is you I'm talking about, then you gotta cut it out. Stop taking your hard-earned working money and go buy stupid shit to impress other people, because you're the one who's gonna end up with the bill. That's why you're slaving away to your J-O-B to pay for all these Gucci and the Louis Vuitton. Get your priorities straight. Until you have at least $500,000, all right, stack in your bank account. Stop buying stupid shit. Don't try to be a bowler when you got no dollar. Come on, man. Shit.
I am in one of the richest neighborhoods in America, and people around here are not driving Ferraris. This is a Toyota. Next to it is like an Acura. There's another Nissan over there. A few Benzes here, but you're not seeing Lamborghinis and all of that. Not being fooled by these brand new cars and designer bags and shoes, thinking that these people are rich. These people are not driving those type of vehicles. Sure, there's maybe one or two, but most of the cars on the street are not Mercedes G-Wagons. They're not Lamborghinis. They are average cars, and these people are multi-millionaires.
When you're in your 20s, I feel like I am completely guilty of this as well. You see friends, you see other people doing exceptionally well. You know, they're driving around in nice cars, they have nice designer stuff, they have this, that, and the other. And it's so easy to fall into that materialistic trap. Now, there isn't anything wrong with buying things and spending your money. It's just all about being careful with it. It's just all about buying things that are actually going to bring you value. Because are you really buying it to bring value in your life, or are you just buying it just to show off to other people? And lifestyle creep doesn't just apply there. Lifestyle creep can also apply as you earn more money, you spend more money on just everyday things. So for example, if you do get a new job and you start earning more money, you naturally think, oh, I can rent, or I can buy a bigger place. Oh, I can buy an even nicer car. Oh, I can buy an even nicer phone. I can buy a nicer laptop, or whatever it might be. Now, there's nothing wrong with upgrading things in your life, but it's all about doing it in moderation and making sure that even though you're earning more money, you're also hopefully tucking away more money for investments, for savings, or whatever it might be. Just don't fall into the trap of lifestyle creep. It's so easy in your 20s when you see other people doing it as well.
Hey Kong, you're a millionaire. How much does your fit cost?
Well, let's see. The shirt here is $19.99, jeans $25, shoes $30 at Ross. So the outfit less than $100. I do live in the average neighborhood, but last month did $335,000. My real estate rental is over $5 million. Check this out. About to drop $375,000 on this land. Now, if I hold this land for 10 years, it's gonna double in price. But instead, we're actually gonna put a house on this and double the price in just about 5 years. So the goal is to get rich, not look rich. So don't try to be a bowler when you got no dollar.
I'm a millionaire at 26. Here are the 5 skills I mastered in order to make me extremely successful. Number 1, I learned the neuroscience of my brain and hacked it for success. The number 1 thing I want to tell you about is the reticular activation system. There are 11 million bits of information processed in your brain every second, and it can only focus on 50. Your brain can only focus on what you've pre-primed it to focus on. If you ask your brain a question like, how can I make the most amount of money in the least amount of time with the least amount of effort? Those 50 bits of information will be attuned to the exact solution. That exact question is how I ended up only seeing reels for digital products on my feed, and literally within a few weeks started my own company that I actually made $2 million in revenue from in 17 months. Number 2, I reprogrammed my subconscious and my relationship to money, to work, to discipline. Your subconscious is not programmed to make you successful, it's programmed to keep you safe. If you don't think money and success or being seen on social media is safe, your subconscious will be the thing that keeps you procrastinating and sabotaging. So if you want something but you're not getting it, it's because you have some type of limiting belief that is causing resistance in your actions. All you need to do is look at the belief, reprogram it, move toward your goal. Number 3, I learned to only focus on one thing and do it very well. Someone tells me, oh, I do this, this, and that. I know this person is not making any money. And this doesn't even mean you have to give up all your passions, but how could I create something that could incorporate all my talents, but only be one thing so I'm not scattering my energy? Or at the absolute least, focusing on one thing at a time, and until that's solidified, delegate, and then start the next project. I like posting on social media. I like money. I like spirituality. I like psychology. So I just made a personal brand around my interests, and then I made a course that teaches women how to make money, but also has mindset manifestation work. If you're good at making content, don't try and do everything else. Hire assistants. Hire people to do the work you're bad at. But while we're here, let's expand on number 3. Babe, if you say you want to make a course, you're going to start the business, but you're going out every night, you're doing all kinds of things, why are you going out with your friends when your dreams are not being worked on? You really have to take massive accountability. If months have passed and you said you were going to do something and you've only spent like 1 hour a week on it, that's not enough. Great people don't become great by acting and moving like everyone else. If everyone goes out every weekend, yeah, that's why they all live the same life. Get focused, start doing the work. You're going to be lonely, it's going to be hard, but it's going to be worth it. Everyone else going out on Friday, Saturday. There's a point in business where you can do that, but I promise you it's not the beginning. So get to work. Doodles.
Planning for 3 generations, and we're planning for Saturday night. I would rather carry a plastic bag with $5,000 in it than to carry a $5,000 Louis Vuitton bag with $100 in it. Nike is winning. Gucci is winning. Armani is winning. You ain't winning. We are the consumption class. They are the merchant class. They make stuff. We buy stuff. The rich stay rich by pretending to be poor, and the poor stay poor by pretending to be rich. We got this shit ass backwards.
$15 Old Navy, $10 TJ Maxx, I don't know, $5 at Hawaii, $1.99. We just dropped $14,000 in business class back to Vietnam, me and the wifey. There's people back in the economy wearing designer clothes. The goal is to get rich, not just look rich. Bitch. I feel like I'm at home. And then
I drive a 2021 Mercedes AMG GLB and my car payment is $810.
Okay, I'm going to get to the monthly payments in a sec. That's not the biggest problem, but it is a problem. So the first problem is everyone in America wants to look rich, trying to impress people that do not care about them. And when people want to look rich, they need to borrow status and prestige, typically from their luxury automobile, while living a life of poverty because all of their earned income is going towards their car payment. The second problem is this is an Audi dealership, and I can guarantee that everybody who works there feels the peer pressure to own a luxury foreign automobile, and they would not be caught dead driving a Toyota, Honda, or Kia to work. Here is the third problem. Each one of these salespeople is paying a ton of money to own a liability that significantly depreciates every year, paid off or not. On top of that, they're paying very high property taxes on a depreciating liability. So they're paying property taxes every year on something that is eventually going to become worthless. Now back to Amanda with the $800 per month car payment. Okay, so Amanda's probably a really good saleswoman, or she would not be able to afford that size of a car payment. So she's clearly an earner, but a large portion of her income is going towards paying down that car payment. Here's one thing that most people do not think about: recessions. If our country experiences a recession, that means a lot of people spend a lot less money. And that means less people purchasing Audis. And if less people are buying Audis, that means her income decreases, meaning that $800 car payment now becomes a larger portion of her income. So this is what I would do for Gen Zers first starting out. Sell that Benz and buy a used Honda for $5K. Yes. Social suicide at the luxury Audi dealership. Next, I would take $19,200, which is 2 years of car payments, that she was paying towards the Benz, and use it as a deposit to buy a $500,000 multi-family investment. Now she'll own a cash flowing asset. She gets to use depreciation to lower her federal income taxes multiple years into the future, and she could let inflation drive up the value of that house, where she could eventually sell it for $750,000 and possibly buy another one. When you own real estate, there is a tremendous amount of tax advantages and benefits. And on top of that, she could use income from the property to pay for her luxury car payment if she ever wants a car payment again. And that is the difference between looking rich and actually being wealthy.
I don't think you broke. I think you pretty rich. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. So a while ago, somebody told me that my 20s wasn't for flexing, it was for building, and I took that to the heart. It changed the narrative on how I looked at a lot of different things. Like, bro, why are you sitting here flexing and your bank account says $12.37? Now, I'm not trying to throw shade at nobody, you know, I'm not trying to get on that with anybody. But what I am saying is that, you know, we need to stop flexing so much. We need to stop trying to act rich and be rich. You know what I mean? I seen this study the other day, and it was saying something about luxury clothing. Like 70% of sales, or like 80% of the sales from luxury clothing is people from that's in the middle class or in the lower class. How does that make sense? How are these billionaires making money off the middle class and the lower class? These luxury designer clothing brands making a vast majority of their money from the middle class and the lower class. Like, how does that add up? And I'm gonna tell you, while most people are sitting there posting fake vacation and rented cars and cash, the smart people are being frugal with their money, they're saving, and they're learning new skills. Which one do you want to be? Moral of the story, chat, we got time, but we don't got forever, so please just use it wisely. That's all I'm asking.
What do you think a multimillionaire looks like? See, I spent 25 years as an investment advisor. I was always trying to find wealthy people to do business with me. If someone looked like a millionaire, I assumed they had money and would make a great client. But if they didn't look wealthy, I assumed they had little to invest. Boy, was I wrong. More often than not, those who appeared to have the most money actually didn't, while those who looked modest often had significant wealth. Then in the mid-1990s, I read the book, The Millionaire Next Door, and everything clicked. This book talked about the habits and traits of wealthy people in America, and it really revealed what I had witnessed during my investment career, and that was most millionaires are not flashy. They don't all drive high-end luxury cars or live in mansions or flaunt designer brands. In fact, most of them don't even look like millionaires. Proverbs 13:7 captures this perfectly. It says, "Some people pretend to be rich but have nothing. Others pretend to be poor but have great wealth." You see, the reason many people are not millionaires is because they're spending money trying to look like one. On the other hand, many people are millionaires because they are not trying to look like one. They don't like drawing attention to themselves by what they drive, where they live, or what they wear. So you might be living next door to a multimillionaire and you don't even know it because you're focusing on the wrong things.
They wasn't ready for this type of success that you're about to walk in. Your family has no idea how rich you're about to be, how successful you're about to be. It's going to blow their minds. It's going to catch them by surprise. There's people that has been watching you, hoping that you will fail, but you're going to do a whole 360, like a whole shift on them. I'm telling you, it's going to be a complete turnaround. You're going to be even shocked. It's going to be an out of the blue experience. It's going to be like you done woke up out of a nightmare, out of a dream state. I'm telling you right now, you're going to be so rich, so successful that you're going to have to get a team to count money. In fact, you're going to need a money counter. My God. Listen, you're not going to have to explain this. You're not going to have to show receipts. You're not going to even have to promote yourself because there's going to be people that's talking about you. There's going to be people that's going to want to reach out to you. I see Fold magazines and I see stages that they're like, I'm telling you, emails is coming, my God, out of the blue, because God is about to shine his light on you. And I'm telling you right now, you better get ready. You're going to meet somebody that's going to shift your entire life, the way you think about money, the way you think about investing. Now what you need to do right now to manifest this over your life is to drop money emojis in the comment section. Type, "I am the richest and wealthiest person in my family," because that's what you're about to be. Share this message to everybody, because guess what? You're going to be blessed for sharing this message and spreading the word, because somebody else need to hear this because of you. And God going to bless you in return and give you more influence. He's going to give you more wealth. My God. More people going to discover you because of you sharing this video. And that would be maybe a millionaire. And also follow me for more manifestations and affirmations such as this. Your life is already shifting. I'm yours truly, Dr. G, the woman from God. Be encouraged and say this video.
Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Bye.